Right.
Oh my god. Oh wait, no, that was the other lie. It moved and my face stretched weird. And it looked like my eyes were like on the sides of my head. That was wild.
No, Daniel,
Sid
that's how you
Snyder.
really look.
Yeah.
Dude, honestly, I thought I just got a haircut, but apparently I got my eyes fucking transplanted to the sides of my head.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing that live.
Um,
Are we live? Are we
Yeah.
live? Yeah. Are we live?
I just opened up the tab for
there it
the stream, and I went into a little bit of a inception mode.
is.
Now Larry's blurry too. Nope. Now he came in focus. That's weird.
Look, all right.
But this is going to be the telltale thing, to be honest. So, I mean, this is making me think it's on our end. I just don't know how it would be on our end.
I know.
I don't know, man. Let's chalk it up to Rust. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That sounds good. Sorry, we had kids come to the door. We thought it was Allie, and there were 3 kids walking around selling pictures. And we felt bad, so we gave them like $2 to buy a picture or something.
Wait,
but I started
pictures of what?
like that they drew.
Oh,
Yeah, but I'm like, at the same time, I'm like, this is stupid. We like do shit like fundraiser shit all the time. I'm not gonna finance somebody else's kids like fucking bubble gum. So I know that sounds terrible, but it's like, dude, the number of like solicitors and shit that come to our door, it's fucking annoying as shit.
is it allowed in
That's
your
the only thing that I
neighborhood?
hate.
Is it?
So there's not a sign up, but I want to put a sign up that it's like, unless you have an appointment, do not come to my fucking door. But it got shot down by the HOA because I said fuck. No, I'm just kidding. All right, so let's go ahead and get recording. That's cool.
Oh yeah.
Tell me when you're ready.
Now. All right.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, record.
Boom.
All right, we're on 299. I don't think there's any.
I do need to fix the link on Facebook though. It's just me talking out loud. Sorry, guys.
Should let you edit it, right?
Yeah. I keep typing. I want to go to Facebook, and I keep typing YouTube, and it's pissing me off. And it's me that, it's a me thing.
Dude, I sometimes I feel like I'm dyslexic when I'm typing. Because it's like I'll use the right letters, but they're just they reform a different word.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, let's see. All right. 299.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Oh shit. Are you gonna be
next week? Yep.
Are you okay?
Yep.
All right. Rock and roll, man. If you want to
I will.
give a little something for it.
I'm just gonna go ahead and say what it is too, now that we're so close.
Yeah, that's fine.
But, yeah.
All right. You ready to rock, dude?
Yeah, man. Let's do this.
Go.
Sorry, I'm multitasking. I don't even know if anybody's watching right now.
Never ends well, Larry.
No, dude. This is great.
That's fine. It's fine. You don't have to do anything except for like say hello. So I'm gonna go ahead.
Good
and kick
times, guys. Are you guys having fun? I'm having fun.
Yes. Book club, and episodes are never stressful days.
It's a mess.
So.
It's a mess.
All right, here we go. What is up, everybody? You have just tuned into the Tether Radio podcast, the only podcast keeping you from spiraling out into the infinite abyss. I'm your host, Daniel, and this week I have my lovely 2 co-hosts back in the saddle, Allie and Larry.
We have returned.
Sorry, I played the wrong thing.
We is back in this. Yeah.
Feels so good.
That's it.
Reunited, first we understood.
There you go. Whenever we're apart, it's always a sad week. you know. So you got to play a little Peaches and Herb to get you back in the mood of the Tether
Peaches
Radio.
and herbs,
You know, I
that's what
never
it's called.
knew. I never knew
That's
who.
the band.
I never knew
That's
who
funny.
it was and what the name of the song
Yeah.
was. I just never asked. I
Yeah,
was
man.
content with
Pretty sure
just
that
not
was a
knowing.
one-hit wonder. Yeah, man. Well, so episode 299 of the Tether Radio podcast. Holy shit. We're almost there, guys.
Dude, you
But,
gotta love it.
Yeah.
How have you guys been? I hadn't seen you in a hot minute, so
Drunk. Drunk at the beach.
yes. God, that's music to my ears.
Dude. Love it.
I have had nothing happen. I know. I say. I feel like I say that every time because I do say that every time, and I wrote something down this week that happened, but I left it at my desk at work. I need to keep reminding myself in Allie's voice in my head that there's a notepad in your phone, you fool.
Dude, you should use flipping Google Keep. Just keep all your, and if you use Google products at all, it's like super easy to use, and it's basically just like sticky notes.
Okay.
And you can
Yeah,
get it
it's
on
pretty
your
cool.
phone, you can get it on your computer,
Yeah.
whatever. So, or just whatever. Fuck, use your phone thing. Notepad. I don't know. So if we do have any live, do we have anybody live here?
Yeah, we do. Sorry for the shitty quality, but welcome back.
Yeah. Yeah. My God. I promise Allie and I aren't blurring our faces out because we're criminals or anything.
I left all my pixels in Florida. I'm sorry.
Yeah. But we're trying to figure out what the hell is going on, and we don't have time to do that because we got book club after this. So we gotta do the episode, and then we gotta do a pee break, and then book club. So
Have you noticed that Larry's Emporium has shrunk?
it's true. Do you have a closeout sale?
Yeah, dude. Somebody caught a felony. That's great. They took me up on that offer. No, I walked downstairs one day as I was going to work, and I looked in here, and I was like, I sure hope we didn't get robbed last night because everything was gone, and it was a lot of electronics. So I confirmed we were not robbed.
Wait, so where did your shit go? Or was that
it
your shit?
was installed for the customer that bought it. It was delivered and installed. It was just being stored here.
Do you understand what's being said? Right
No.
now? But we don't know what you're talking about. Like, there was a customer that was storing their stuff at your house. A customer of who?
So my roommate installs smart home devices,
Got
and
it.
one of his
Okay.
customers was waiting for the project to start, and it finally did.
Got you. So they were storing it at your. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
I just didn't want to put his business out like that out there.
Oh no,
but-
but
We've
I
kind of
mean,
been doing it.
You could at least be like, yeah, we were storing some stuff before a project. It was.
Yeah.
It
was
sounded
super vague.
It was like too vague, to
Dude,
where you
I
couldn't
suck.
even-
I suck at being like vague. I either say too much or not enough. I suck at it.
I hope you're not looking for an argument. No. Okay. So Larry, uneventful week for you. Allie, drunk at the beach.
Yep.
Leaving pixels everywhere.
My aunt and uncle don't know what to think about the crowd surfing show.
yeah.
The first, so 2 shows back to back. We're at the first show the first night. And the first band is 2 songs in, and there's a kid crowd surfing. I was like, let's fucking go.
Yeah. That's awesome, dude.
And I just told him, I was like, it's fine. We'll stand back here, but like, you still just watch. Don't get kicked in the head.
Yeah, dude. Absolutely. My gosh. I was trying to think, like, honestly, Megan covered last episode and everything. We had fun doing that. And then
And we appreciate her keeping the ship afloat.
oh my god,
Totes.
yeah, dude. So I thought about it for a little bit. I was like, I might be able to like squeeze out 30 minutes by myself. And I was
Oh.
like, No, what am I thinking?
Yeah.
Like that would just be so fucking weird. Have you ever listened to a solo person
Yeah.
podcast?
Yeah, and they're usually really narcissistic
Oh, well, I just
and
thought think they're
boring.
boring.
And boring.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
it's really boring kind of.
Have you ever listened to Time Suck? He just rips off last podcast. Like he seriously, I don't even know how many times he would cover something that they covered like 5 weeks before, and I'm like, bro. Like so many, once or twice I could see it just happen, but like no.
Yeah.
But it's just him by himself, and he thinks he's hilarious, so he'll like. It's just masturbatory. Like it's just him being like, I'm actually extremely smart.
Is
and
this,
funny. And I'm like, you're not.
Is this? I've heard that name before. Is it like a big podcast or is it like how
It's
big?
fairly big.
Is it?
Yeah.
Wonder how.
Shouldn't be.
Yeah,
I don't know.
How.
I don't know, man. Sometimes confidence is like kind of all you need.
Well, and riding coattails, you got to think if somebody
True.
just listened to a big like Jeffrey Dahmer episode and then they were like, I want to learn more about this, and they search, and then his comes up, then they're gonna be like, this guy's okay. Like,
Yeah. Oh, speaking of Jeffrey Dahmer,
well, that's weird.
there's I got invited next door to have some penis soup.
Oh. Oh,
Wasn't that a Jeffrey Dahmer thing?
I don't know if he cooked with a. I mean, he ate them, but I don't know if he.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
I probably made up the soup aspect.
Probably.
It was more of a
It's a good joke, good
pate.
joke. It's a good joke. Stop it.
Pee-pee pate.
No.
Yes.
Well, that's a show title.
So, I saw. I went and saw that Civil War movie.
Ah,
Did you
I
see
saw
it?
it too. That's something that happened.
It was very interesting.
I-
I'll leave it at that.
Don't know how I feel about everything. I don't. Who's the good guy? Who's the bad guy? There's no
Thank you.
context. What the fuck
Thank
is
you.
happening? I don't understand.
It was like it started. A lot of people were shot or exploded, and then it ended.
Yeah,
It was
like
it left me in a really weird mood, kind of
The-
thing. 'Cause
yeah.
I'm with you.
you don't know who's who. It's kind of open to interpretation. It's like for wherever you stand in a political standpoint, you could see the hero in both sides.
But I think that was literally. I mean, dude. For starters, the two states that they chose to secede,
Texas and
from the government-
California.
Texas and California. So they broke off together, and I'm like, okay, this is already like beyond disbelief. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Wait,
But
like they joined forces?
yes.
No, no. No.
Like that's how it started. And I
Oh my
was like,
God.
I know why they're obviously using both those states.
Yeah.
Because it's like then it's like
One
oh,
or the
well, you
other.
know,
Yeah. It's,
all the Texans are like, yeah, because we talked those Californians into it.
Yeah.
And then all the Californians are like, yeah, because we talked those Texans into it
Well,
or whatever. you
I know this
So-
this will, make no sense to Allie, but along those lines, when the guy asks what type of American are you,
yeah.
and apparently Florida was the wrong answer.
Which
It's like
was weird
South
because-
American.
Yeah. I like
But Colorado
it just
was
very
right?
Confusing. Yeah, right. And Missouri.
Yeah.
It was like, but that's not why I actually brought up that
I
movie.
totally assumed that the Civil War movie just being named Civil War was some Marvel shit.
Oh, really?
Wasn't there a?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was
Captain
it was
America
the
one.
Avengers, or yeah, it was Captain
Okay,
America. You're right.
okay.
But the reason that I brought that up was not to actually talk about the movie. It was to talk about one of the trailers, Maxine. Have you heard of it?
Mm-mm.
Okay. I'm not really sure like what's going on in the trailer, but apparently it has some very strong things. Like it's taking place during the Night Stalker. Like
Okay,
and like that's like a big part of it.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh my God, I got to tell Allie about this because this might actually be something that she finds interesting. Or
That's pretty
whatever,
cool.
So, but you got to check it out. It's Maxine with 3 X's.
Yeah, it came up. It came up.
Ah.
Because Did you see that
I
preview?
did.
I'm assuming that
I did.
Yeah.
I thought it was leaning more towards Richard. Is it Richard Ramirez?
The Night Stalker.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because they mentioned it in the trailer a couple of times. I'm like, oh, this is going to be a Night Stalker movie, but no, it wasn't.
Well, so I thought that it was basically like that's happening at the same time, and like there's some kind of. I'm wondering if it's almost going to be some kind of like historical fiction kind of thing, like. I don't know, because I mean, literally, the fucking trailer is not very helpful.
Yeah, I mean, it says that it's 1980s Hollywood adult film star, blah blah blah.
Okay.
As a mysterious killer stalks the starlets of Hollywood, a trail of blood threatens to reveal her sinister past. So yeah, I think it's.
So it's like, what do you take that as? Because legit, that was all of that was in the trailer, but I wasn't really sure where they were going with
That
it.
seemed to be
Yeah.
a theme with everything about this movie. Is like even the trailers had no context.
Yeah.
Give us
Well,
something.
it's an A24 movie,
Yeah.
so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Makes
dude.
sense.
And then that Furiosa, I want to see that just because I love the Mad Max world. Just fun, me. But and I was telling Allie about this book that I started listening to, Confessions of an Economic Hitman. It is like super fucking wild, like just how basically the U.S. would install people in foreign countries to get in good with their like whoever the powers that be in that country kind of thing.
That sounds.
And then they would.
That sounds too far fetched to be real. Come on.
Yeah, right. No, but the worst part is that they'd be like, oh yeah, we're gonna bring like, whatever, electricity and like potable water and all this stuff to these third world countries. And they're like, and we're going to put you on this 25-year plan. And, but, you got to invest in order to make money, right?
What's it called again?
The book?
The book.
Confessions of an Economic Hitman.
So it's a subscription-based service?
What do you... Oh, no. So, but the point is like, kind of. But then the subscription, you're not allowed to cancel. Yeah. So it's like, oh, well, you know how we, like, have sunk all this money? Well, now you owe it to us with, 75% interest. So, hey, guess what? You're going to be indebted to the United States for the rest of your existence as a sovereign state. So,
yeah.
But hey, you know what? You could still keep the sovereign state title. So we're just going to be pulling all the puppetry and the strings and shit. So,
Yeah.
But it's a fucking wild book. I think the dude's name was John Perkins or something that wrote it. But it's really wild. It is kind of dry, so listener or reader, be warned. But it's like I'll do 2 or 3 chapters, and then I've got to do something else. So,
Yeah.
You know how that shit.
Yeah.
So, my brother asked me if I read Chaos today, and I was like, "My dude, I haven't read it, but I've got it. I'm queued up for the audiobook for the Knox County Library.
Good.
Anywho, so let's unless you guys have anything else to add before we hop into it.
No, I'm good. Good on my end.
Well, then I guess it's time to find out who the asshole is, right?
I guess I should be ready. Good idea.
Nah.
Probably me ready. No, come on. Wanted to keep it short and sweet, and I think I know the answer to this, but here we go. Am I the asshole for telling my daughter-in-law that I will not stop coming to my favorite restaurant just because she is embarrassed to be working there? Allie, did you write this because trivia night is involved?
I will not stop coming to my favorite restaurant because she's a bit.
So apparently the daughter-in-law is embarrassed to be working there. Anyway, so here we go. I have a favorite restaurant that I have been going there for years. It has trivia nights often, so I will go with my friends and have a good time at least once a week. Not to mention that this is around of a lot of it's around a lot of shopping areas, so it's a nice place to stop by and grab takeout or just meet up with people. I love this place. I was supposed to come this week for trivia night, and my daughter-in-law Maya was working. I played trivia and didn't think much about it. I got a call from her yesterday asking me to not come to the restaurant anymore. That she is doing it for extra money and finds it awkward that I'm there. I told her that I won't stop going to my favorite restaurant just because she got a job there. This started an argument. She thinks that I'm a jerk for still wanting to go to the restaurant. I told her I'm still going, even if she is embarrassed, that she can ignore me and I will do the same. Again, she called me a jerk, and I'm doubting myself because people in my family are split.
Well, I mean, honestly, if he stops going to Cheddar's, where is he supposed to get his chicken and waffles? Man?
Dude, if Waffle House had a bar and trivia, hey, find me there.
He's like, God, I hope she doesn't work at like Hooters or like Twin Peaks or something like
God.
that. It's like, God. Okay.
That was the first thing that came to my mind.
Yeah, right.
You know, I think that you're not the asshole for not being like, no, I'm not going to stop coming here just because you work here. This person offered to not interact. They don't have to know that you're related. You know?
Plus, I mean, not that obviously she's going to be like, hey, does anybody in the family go to this restaurant before I apply for a job here? You know?
Yeah.
But it's also kind of like, I mean, like, I'm sorry that you chose there. If you're that embarrassed, maybe you could start looking elsewhere.
Well, I get it, but at the same time, you know, I don't think you should be embarrassed of getting a second job. Do it. But again, that's easier said than done.
I mean, I think it's wild. Yeah, I think it's wild that she's embarrassed to, like, whatever, that her father-in-law. Hell, I'd be like, dude, let me serve him and maybe he'll tip well or something.
It must be a themed restaurant, like you guys said, you know, because there's
you think somebody that's grown that has a full-time job wouldn't be embarrassed that they had to pick up a second job?
No, I'm saying it shouldn't be. Like, I know that it is.
People wouldn't be.
Allie, that's what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that
fine.
It's easier said than done to not, like, you know, to not be embarrassed. I know that people are. I get it. I'm just saying it shouldn't be a stigma, in my opinion. You know?
Yeah.
That's all I was saying. But I think that
but it is. Yeah.
I know. Yeah. I think this is
not really in this economy at this point. I mean, my God, I feel like it's more normal at this point.
Yeah.
You know, not that it's a good thing, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, it's just shit is expensive. So
yeah.
But
maybe it is a themed restaurant. I don't know.
I hope it's like the Space Bar or something like that. He's got to like be like speak some different language and wear a third eye.
Also, I feel like we probably just don't have most of the story here.
Yeah. You wait a second. Are you saying that MIT assholes leave gaps in information?
Yeah.
Right.
This not totally one-sided. I mean, some of the comments, you know, do agree. They're like, not the asshole. This is weird. Are you not close? What? Anyway, yeah, I'm not gonna get into it. Sorry, I brought it up.
No, that's like this one of these comments or whatever that he said, the way you wrote, I saw Maya working and didn't think much about it. And then they said, you didn't say hi, you just ignored each other. That's super weird.
She's a server. What are you going to do? Go walk up to her while she's waiting on a table? Like, he replied to say that. Like,
no, but I mean, like, okay, maybe I'm the asshole, but like, if I saw somebody working in a restaurant that I knew, be it fucking anybody, at some point when they're not with like a table, I'm probably gonna be like, hey, how's it going?
yeah. I mean, you could like wave or something.
Well, I'm not talking about inviting her over for a drink.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
yeah, man.
he says down below, I think she's embarrassed that I know she works there. I think it hurts her pride since before she worked at a company. I don't really care. A job is a job. But like she cares.
Yeah, she cares, and no,
I don't know. I don't think he's the asshole personally.
no, I don't think they're the asshole
I
either.
hate that she's embarrassed to be, working there, but
But who knows? Maybe he like always names his team that like the titty commanders or something, and like
I forgot about the
maybe
trivia.
he's embarrassing. You know?
I forgot about the trivia aspect. The titty
I
commanders.
mean, who knows?
My
like,
God, show title.
Coming in hot from the
You know what?
get go.
From now on, I'm renaming the podcast the Tether Titty Commanders.
Oh man.
no, like there's a team that plays trivia a lot, and they just like they're just loud for the sake of being loud,
Yeah.
and they just like they want to like fight about any answer that they get wrong, and I'm like, you guys just suck at trivia. Like, sit down.
Dude,
Like,
working
if they
trivia
were
with
my
you.
family, I would be embarrassed. Like if they were playing.
Working trivia with you gave me insight into like
Dude.
shit that it's like, I'm like, you guys do realize this is a fucking game.
You
and
didn't even pay to play.
Yeah.
Like,
and the most you're gonna fucking walk away with is I think 25 bucks
Yeah,
or 20
$25.
bucks. Yeah. So it's like, dude, I mean, like, I get it, but
people get so serious.
Oh, it's insane.
This guy that like we sort of know got irritated at us last night, and he was like, "You look how many? There's like 7 of you. Just say you're not popular, dog. Like bring us some
What?
friends, man. I don't know. Like,
it's like 7 of you.
okay.
Oh my God.
You're
That's
right,
so
we gotta split the
ridiculous.
$20 7 ways. Go on. Like,
Oh, it's awesome, dude.
okay, wait. I have a trivia question for you. The very first question last night was, how many degrees does the Earth rotate per hour?
Oh God.
15.
How many degrees does the Earth rotate? So, is this like a common sense thing?
Yeah, it's a basic math thing.
So it rotates 360 in 24 hours.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's all
yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay. So you divide 360 by 24. Okay.
so I did it that fast last night, Larry. I was like, it's 15.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, well, then everybody else talked it out, and I was like, it's 15. And they're like,
I overthink.
I was like, you guys are all, and I was like,
Wait, did you?
it is 15.
Can you like divide that fast?
Something that's that simple, like 24 into 36 goes 1.5 times. And then you add a zero.
That makes sense.
It's not
Yeah. Okay.
like a whiz, but like
God, I didn't realize I was doing the fucking podcast with Rain Man over here.
Larry got it about as fast as I did too, and like maybe faster. But everybody, one guy got the know-it-all, got up, walked over to the girl that was writing the answers, took the pen and wrote down 24 into 360. And I just grabbed the table and I was like, it's 15.
Jeez, dude.
Yes, that is he was working the whole thing out. And I'm just like, I'll let you figure it out so you can say you got it.
He's like, do you, is it cool if we pause trivia real quick so I can run to my car to get my slide rule? I gotta work this bad boy out.
You know, the only reason why I know that off the top of my head is a stupid reason. It's because
Is it a video game?
No, it's because of debunking flat earthers videos.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's funny,
Yeah.
dude.
That's awesome.
So the flat earthers made this argument that if the world was round and was in rotation or whatever, that at some point there would be an offset in degrees, and the number was 15. And they tested it, and they're like, there is an offset. And then they kept trying more and more expensive tests. And it was it was debunked every single time. It was a hilarious movie.
I love flat earthers that really mean it. Like that aren't just trolling, that like really are.
Yeah, dude.
All right. In keeping with the letter writing thing, I've got a Slate nonsense story here.
Oh yeah.
Dear Care and Feeding, I read a book about being an adult in relationships and learned about the criteria for even considering someone as a partner. This guy's got to be fun at parties.
This guy fucks.
One is they're being in control of their own finances. One is they're being in control of their sobriety, and one is they're being emotionally available. Okay, sure, fine. There are other criteria, but it's a tough list. Anyway, I got to know a guy that I found attractive and who met those criteria. We enthusiastically started a relationship, but it turns out he is less emotionally available than I thought. He is enmeshed with his ex-wife, and the two of them are discussing going to post-divorce counseling so that they can get along better and have a positive relationship. He wants her to understand why their lack of intimacy and her plan to travel the world with or without him eroded their connection. She wants him to understand that if he had just financed her plans like self-published books, a political campaign, and a trip around the world, and tolerated their intimacy problems, they could have stayed together. She will never understand his point of view, he says, and she frequently blames him out loud for the divorce. She doesn't see her own role in the end of their marriage. My ask is that he let go and move on, focusing his energy on forging a connection with someone new. For example, me. I'm so happy with him, and we genuinely enjoy our time together until she calls him, which happens all the time, like late at night, in the middle of a date night for us, etc. He always answers, even if just briefly, put her off. Recently, she asked if she could build a tiny house in his yard, and when he told me that, I told him bluntly that this would make him undateable. What I want to know is, were we doomed before we started? I believe she's actively trying to break us up, but he has a role in it too. Dog, normalize holding a fucking grudge. Like, it's okay not to forgive people. Forgiveness is garbage. Like, you got a divorce, y'all.
That's the thing that I don't understand. Yeah, it's just like, dude, fucking call a loss and just go your separate ways, kind of thing. Like, I don't understand, like, why, unless children were involved,
and they don't mention children, so I don't think there are any.
That's literally the only way that I could see, like, why you might.
But even then, that's just to be like decent as co-parents.
Well, exactly. Cordial, like with each other when you're,
like, you got a divorce, you don't need to be friends anymore.
Yeah,
sure.
Allie, I think you're right. I think this is like holding a grudge, or it could just be an ego thing where, like, no, one of us has to be right and one of us has to be wrong, and we're both too stubborn to just let it go and
like, it
split.
doesn't sound like they're not. It doesn't sound like they're trying to get back together. So, like, what's the point?
One
like,
just wants.
It doesn't sound like they're trying to get together.
They both want the other to admit that they're wrong.
But it seems like they still want.
This is why you got a divorce.
but like, it seems like they still want, like, the other in a obviously a fucking super unhealthy way. They want the other one still in their life, kind of thing. I mean, it's like, why the fuck would she ask to build a tiny home? What, and like, why does he even give her the time of day?
Yeah.
And vice versa. It's like,
it's like, I saw a TikTok today of a girl saying that she, like, sort of saw a guy for a little while, and he basically just, like, ended it and was like, you're just the last thing on my list of priorities. And she was like, okay, heard loud and clear.
Yeah.
Didn't speak to him for like a year and a half. And he texts her out of the blue and is like, we need to talk. Can we get together and talk? And she's like, I wonder what this is going to be. I'm like, tell him no.
Yeah.
For what?
Well, and that's the other thing. Anybody that thinks they owe other people anything,
ever, I was just about to say that.
But like that shit, it's like, unless you decided to get into like a written fucking debt or something, it's like, a favor's a fucking favor.
Yeah.
So it's like, just because you did a favor for somebody doesn't mean they owe you shit. Doesn't mean you owe them shit. Yeah. Whatever.
Friendly reminder.
It's like this guilt thing is like, I don't know.
Friendly reminder. You don't owe anyone anything. No one owes you anything. That be an explanation, or apology, forgiveness. That's just the hard fact. Like, no one owes you, and you don't owe anyone those things. So
absolutely.
Yeah. And as far as her question, this person's question, was it doomed from the get go? Yes.
Trying
to force it.
It was doomed, and like, you need to walk the fuck away unless he's gonna quit like trying to fix his divorce and marriage. Like, it's done. What is there to?
Okay, and maybe this is just me, like, not whatever, but like, I've never heard of post-divorce counseling. Like,
it's weird. I've never heard of it either.
I mean,
Yeah.
I guess it would make sense if you were co-parenting, if you had to, or
Yeah.
like if you were somehow entwined and had to be.
Yeah.
Like, say you were both realtors in a small market and you
Yeah.
had to work together often, or something like that. But like,
Mm.
I don't know, fucking move.
No, dude, I'm with you, man.
Yeah.
This makes no fucking
Mm-mm.
sense. So, oh my gosh. So yeah, what did Slate have to say?
They were just like, no, cut your ties. Like,
Dude,
like
fucking pull the ripcord.
yeah, unless he's gonna quit that, then he's not emotionally available to you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. That makes
This
you know, that's
screams
most
I can
sensitive.
fix him.
Slate's
you
made
know?
not man. Oh shit. Well, so we had a request to cover an article by a listener.
Oh yeah,
I said I'd do it. So, Brandon, I'm covering your article, brother.
yeah.
And it is the Today article about the conjoined twins that one of them is married now. So
Oh,
that was
yeah, I saw
Man,
this.
that-
so yeah,
hate
so
that.
it's just very so yeah, well let's fucking get into it. We'll
I've
talk about
seen
it.
this mentioned a few places, but I've not looked into it. So good.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah. So, conjoined twins Abby and Brittany Hensel first gained national attention when they appeared on the Oprah Winfrey Show in '96. Now the sisters have reached a major life milestone. Abby is married. The Hensels later starred in the
This is
Feel
the
Good.
most third wheel that anyone has ever had to be a third wheel. I'm not even trying to be mean.
No. But let me get into the rest of this because like I was thinking about this and I was just like, man, this has got to be really weird. So the Hensels later started the Feel Good TLC reality series Abby and Brittany,
As
which
one
showed
does.
them driving. Yeah, right. Which showed them driving, traveling to Europe, and even riding a moped. When the show ended after one season, Abby and Brittany had just graduated from college with degrees in education. A lot has happened in the last decade. Abby's 34 and now married. According to public records, Abby, a teacher, and Josh Bowling, a nurse and United States Army veteran, tied the knot in 21. The sisters also shared photos of the wedding on social media. The couple live in Minnesota, where the Hensels were born and raised. The sisters are both teaching 5th grade in Minnesota. I feel like you don't have to put that. I'm sorry.
From home, you have
they
to
live
co-work.
together?
Like,
What? No.
No, it's like actually one teaches 5th, the other teaches 6th.
No.
It's like
Also, I was just my stupid brain, because this is how it works. Whenever you mention that they both went to college and got a degree in education or whatever, like the other one had a choice.
well, no, that's how this is written. That it's like
And they had to get a degree each. They had to pay tuition twice.
God damn,
I didn't know for
that's-
real. I read that.
are you
before.
shitting me?
Yeah. I read that the other day.
I feel like they should get like half tuition, right? Sorry. No, I don't mean it that way. I'm just saying. I mean, I guess
like 2 meal plans,
there's no
2
not this one.
dorm fees.
yeah. Oh my god.
Oh, man.
But hey, guess what, dude? Meal plan, just one.
Shit.
Really? One stomach.
Well,
Okay.
I mean, honestly, I don't know.
I don't know, dude.
I'd love to see an X-ray,
I'm just speaking out of my ass like I typically do.
like just to understand this. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, do you think they have 2 stomachs?
Well, it says down here they share a bloodstream and all organs below the waist. So that
Okay.
that answers the sex part, but
Yeah.
it doesn't answer the stomach part, because like that's right where your stomach is, right?
So the first thing that maybe you said that answers the sex thing.
I mean-
it doesn't. Which one do you think's better? No, I'm just
Didn't we
kidding.
cover a
What?
woman with 2 vaginas
I'm
once?
kidding, Allie.
We did.
Okay.
Say what?
We covered a woman with 2 vaginas once.
Okay. Well, so according to pictures and videos on Bowling's Facebook page, which this was, I feel like this is like below whatever the Today Show or whoever wrote this damn article. They're just Facebook stalking, and then they say that they According to pictures and videos on Bowling's Facebook page, the family enjoys nature hikes, ice cream, and snow tubing. Today.com reached out to Abby for comment, but did not get an immediate response.
Yeah, it's weird.
So Abby controls the right arm and leg. Brittany controls the left. So, man, okay. So is running really difficult? Do you have to like say it out loud?
I feel like
I've got so many fucking
different
questions.
brains.
Yeah, exactly.
God, even walking, like
Yeah.
what do you just say? Like left, right, left.
What?
I'm so sorry.
No, but it's like no, it is one of these things that it's just like. I mean,
yeah.
ah, man.
Mm.
Anywho, so I thought this was just statistic wise, only 1 in every 200,000 live births result in conjoined twins, which is pretty wild. And approximately 70% of conjoined twins are female.
That's got to have something to do with like how the egg splits or whatever.
Mm. Or I guess doesn't.
Not very well. I don't know.
No, let's get away from this. I'm feeling guilty at this point.
I'm no scientist. However,
but I did. That's just wild, man. That's some wild stuff. Yeah, I don't know. That's interesting. So, Brandon, I think that's all we can do for that one, man.
I was looking for articles and I was scrolling through the odd new offbeat section of Reddit, and apparently Kanye is launching his own documentary site. So that's gonna be a porn site. So that's gonna be interesting.
Oh, it being Kanye, I really just assumed you meant documentaries. Just conspiracy shits. I don't know.
I think it's going to be in conjunction with Stormy Daniels' ex. I don't know. I didn't click on any of the links. I didn't read into it. I just read article titles. So anyway, what's new? Rush hour chaos in London as 5 military horses run amok after getting spooked during an exercise. This is a new topic, by the way. That's how fast I switched.
I was like, wait a second. Is it horse porn? No,
Kanye West? Yes. So in London, 5 military horses spooked by noise from a building site bolted during a routine exercise on Wednesday near Buckingham Palace. Apparently that place is of importance. Threw off 4... I know, well, Buckingham Palace. Bad joke. Threw off 4 riders and caused chaos.
I was like, I'm not even going to correct it.
So these horses, 5 of them, threw off 4 of the riders. So 1 hung on and caused chaos as they galloped loose through central London streets and collided with vehicles during a busy morning rush hour.
I'm assuming that's blood on that horse, right?
I am assuming so. The commotion erupted when the horses from the household cavalry, yes, said that right, which were conducting an extended exercise for an upcoming military parade, presumably became alarmed by the sound of concrete falling off a moving walkway at a construction site in Belgravia, a swanky neighborhood just to the west of the palace. Rich neighborhood. Horses. 5 of the 7 horses.
It's surprising that it's like concrete falling off. I mean,
there's a lot going on in this story. I wish that I think it's about to get into this. The guy that hung on. 5 of the 7 horses ran off. 4 soldiers were thrown off. 3 of them were hospitalized with injuries, and a partridge and a pear tree. None of them were deemed to be life-threatening. The horses, minus their riders, then ran through the main roads in central London, hitting vehicles and stunning commuters as they headed to work. The horses were all captured shortly after and are back at the barracks in Hyde Park undergoing medical tests. I started laughing because I started thinking of the excuses to be late for work. Guys, you should have seen it. 5 horses
Seriously.
just running amok. Witnesses saw one of the loose animals crashing into a taxi waiting outside of the Claremont Hotel nearby, shattering windows. Another of the animals crashed into a tour bus, smashing the windshield. Pictures and videos shared widely across social media show 2 of the horses, one white, one black, running at the speed down Aldwych, in between London's historic financial center and a busy West End theater district. The white horse's face and legs were soaked in blood. A British spokesperson was not able to confirm what caused the injury.
It sounds like fucking running into a bus.
Probably running into buses
Or a
and
taxi
windshields
or-
and
Yeah.
windows. Anyway.
I mean, I'm no horseologist, but
Megan Mora.
I read
Yes.
I read a book that's that's set on a train, and he had like a little thing at the end that was apologies to Pharaoh Equinaut, whatever that word
oh
was.
really? Oh, that's hilarious, man.
I probably got some of the train stuff wrong, but I tried.
yeah. Oh man.
So anyway, it goes on, and apparently the extent of the injuries to the horses suffered were not immediately known. In a video statement on X, formerly Twitter, damn it, why did I fall for that one? Matt Woodward, commanding officer of the Household Cavalry Mounted Regiment, said around 150 horses are exercised every morning in parks and on the road to keep them fit and just to get them used to the surrounding and the noises so they are less easily panicked during parades. This morning, however, a small group of horses were spooked by some construction works on a quiet side road in Belgravia, where building materials were dropped from heights right next to them, he said. Thankfully, considering the frequency of the exercises and numbers of horses involved, this type of incident is extremely rare. Rarity in numbers, my man. Way to play that one. Woodward added he thanked the emergency responders and members of the public for reacting quickly. This it enabled swift treatment of our soldiers and helped bring our injured horses to safety to the glue factory. I added that last part. There was no glue factory.
Man.
It never says what happened to the guy that held on.
There wasn't a guy that held on.
Well,
I thought
it said
There were just 4 riders.
5 horses and 4 riders were thrown off. Of which?
Yes.
Okay. So maybe.
Oh yeah. 5 of those 7 horses ran off and 4 soldiers were thrown off. So
And then further down, it said all the horses were without riders once they were loose. So like nobody held on.
it says, oh, here we go. The rider that held on was eaten by the horses.
Perfect. That's where all the blood came from.
Yeah.
yeah.
Source of the blood has been confirmed by Tether Radio. You're welcome.
Yes, there you go. You're welcome.
Have you ever seen that pic? I don't remember if I've told you guys this before. Have you ever seen that picture of the horse that got the nosebleed? And then he was like Google it.
No, and it's like a
It
waterfall.
looks like, well, he's in a stall and
Yeah.
then he was just like shaking his head and stuff. Holy shit.
And there's so much blood.
It's so metal.
Yeah.
Like it's the metalist picture.
I know. I do remember seeing that. Yeah. All right. So since we're almost at half Christmas, I figured I would go ahead and tell you guys what I'm gonna ask for half Christmas.
There's a place in Florida that was doing a half Halloween party, and I'm like, there need to be more of those.
Oh yes, I totally agree. You can now buy a flame-throwing robot dog for under $10,000. Now,
Perfect.
I know that you guys have been holding
I feel
out. for
like
this.
legally, no, you shouldn't be able to buy this.
So this is the wildest part, or one of the wild parts, I guess, of this. I didn't realize, but 48 states basically don't have laws for flamethrowers, and there's only 2. I think it was California and
California has laws about everything.
yeah. I always love that one thing that it's like
Don't
It
eat this
causes
on
cancer.
in the state of California, this is recognized as a carcinogen. And I'm like,
It's
what
all-
about all the other fucking
It's
states?
like nail polish, and I'm like, yes, of course, do not ingest it.
Don't eat it, man.
Did we publicly acknowledge Wes's comment about we're totally getting canceled. I don't know if you saw it, Daniel. Allie responded to it. So
Last time we had a pretty good run, but we're canceled about the twins.
Oh no, we gotta at least make it to 300. So, okay, here we go. It's Maryland and California.
Maryland.
So,
Maryland. Who
Maryland,
lives
you
in
have to have
Maryland?
Baltimore's in Maryland, dude.
That's
Baltimore's
true. Shit.
huge with crime.
You know, I'm convinced that
Oh, is it?
I have two conspiracy theories. One, British people aren't real.
Only two.
Yeah.
Only two.
Did you say
British people aren't real. And two, no one lives in Connecticut, even though I've been to Connecticut. But still, like,
Have you been to Connecticut?
I
Did
have,
you get out of the car?
But yeah, it's like so empty. There's an airport and then a lot of woods.
That's a lot of places, though.
Yeah.
In is Yale in Connecticut?
That sounds right.
some reason I wanna say
Massachusetts.
Yale.
Harvard is in Massachusetts.
Yale's in Connecticut.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what I thought. Okay. Anyway, let's talk about some fucking flame-throwing robo dogs. If you've been wondering when you'll be able to order the flame-throwing robot that
I've not been wondering this.
Wait a second. Is this from Boston Dynamics?
It looks like it, but it is not.
It's like Boston
this is
Dynamics
at
and Elon
Ohio-based-
Musk just got together and they were like,
Seriously.
Brandon just said he's just now getting to the twin story. Like he's a little behind on listening to the live.
Yeah, okay, got you. Well, hey, Brandon, that one's for you, buddy. Anyway, so Ohio-based Throw Flame first announced this last summer, and the day has arrived that you can officially order one. The Terminator. What Throw
Absolutely
Flame?
not.
What
I
Throw
was
Flame
about to
builds-
say something about the company's name, and then you said Terminator.
Yeah.
It sounds like somebody with a lisp is trying to say Terminator.
Yeah.
Jason Statham.
Jason Statham and
The Terminator.
Statham.
Jason Statham and the Terminator.
Please tell me-
starring the Terminator.
Please tell me you also lost your mind at the mention of Jason Statham and I'll Be Gone in the Dark.
Oh yes,
I lost my
it was
shit.
Bruce Willis, wasn't it?
No, it was Jason
Was it
Statham.
Jason
It was
Statham?
Jason
Oh,
Statham,
okay.
Man, we
Yeah.
are
There's
so
one
going to
about,
get canceled.
what was the movie? It was a movie with him. It doesn't matter. It was him though. It was him.
Was it Crank?
I think it was Craig.
I think
it was
I
Craig.
think it was Crank. Yeah.
Um,
Oh my gosh, Jason Statham is totally
man about town.
he's an American treasure, but he's British, so I guess he's
not
an
real.
American treasure. He's not, so he's not real. Anyway, so the Terminator, what Throw Flame bills as quote the first ever flamethrower wielding robot dog, end quote, is now available for purchase. The price, $9,420.
Why?
So right under the radar, or right under the $10,000 mark. Why is it that much money?
Why?
Oh, so okay, hold that thought, but legit, you'll be asking
This
that
bitch has a
again in a
laser
little
on
bit.
it?
Well, so check this out.
It's a flamethrower, and you're more excited about the laser?
Terminator is a quadruped robot with an arc flamethrower mounted to its back, fueled by gasoline or napalm. It features a 1-hour battery, a 30-foot flame-throwing range, and Wi-Fi and Bluetooth connectivity for remote control through a smartphone. So not only can you control the dog, but it's got a Bluetooth speaker on it, so you can play Firestarter.
So you can
by
watch
Prodigy.
so you can watch your victims remotely.
Yeah. So it also includes a LiDAR or whatever. It's like a laser, not guidance system, but like whatever it sees
It's
if
an
there's shit in
acronym
front
of
of
light detection and ranging, or
There you go.
laser imaging detection and ranging.
There you go.
Perfect.
And that's for mopping. I hope it's for mopping. It's for mapping and obstacle avoidance, laser sighting, and first-person view navigation through the onboard camera. The product appears to integrate a version of the Unitree Go 2 robot quadruped that retails alone for $1,600 in its base configuration.
I knew it looked
So
familiar.
I want to know. Well, so you ask, like, why is it this much money?
Yeah.
So they threw weren't the flamethrowers like $300 from Musk?
Well, there
It's like
is a link
$400 or
in
something.
this
And
article.
with the quality of things that he makes,
The
No, but
boring
my point
companies.
is like,
It's
they were
fi-
500.
500
but that was in
apiece.
2018.
Yeah.
So now that would
Oh
be
my
like
God.
$5,000. So
Yeah,
but I
inflation.
was like, how did they think that it's using a base model of a quadruped robot that's retails for 1,600? Where's the rest of this money going? Like, I understand, like, obviously a flamethrower's like kind of expensive.
Dude,
but,
logistics,
like,
you know, assembly, other fees, service fees. Yeah, you know,
man.
it
I feel
checks
like
out.
maybe you might have to maybe upgrade some shit on it since it's now got a flame on it. Like
Oh, yeah.
you might have to make it slightly more fireproof.
That is the official statement from the company. We had to upgrade some shit
Oh.
on it.
It does say that the Unitree Go 2 robot quadruped that retails for 1,600 is made out of paper mache.
Perfect.
Just kidding.
That tracks. That tracks. So Musk is involved?
Yes, seriously.
This
Oh my God.
dude, could you
I knew
imagine?
you guys would love this
I
one.
do love this one.
The company lists possible applications of the new robot as,
here we
quote,
go.
wildfire control and prevention.
I'm sorry.
Prevention, sir.
Well, that's why they threw the control in there. You could either create the wildfire or you could potentially try to prevent it. So,
You send a dog robot with napalm strapped to its back, and let's put this
Perfect.
fire out.
yep. Agricultural management, yeah, aka flamethrowing ability. So it's like, do you need a bunch of brush burn, then fucking like, or a thicket burn?
I
Fucking
like
send
how-
in the robo or the Terminator.
Yeah, they conceal a lot of shady shit under agriculture management.
Yeah,
know, that's a lot.
ecological conservation. No, this is my favorite: snow and ice removal.
Oh, dude, could you
It's like-
imagine?
Okay, that would be pretty metal.
So, my favorite thing was the first comment on this. My neighbors are sure to be impressed when I show off my innovative snow removal technologies this winter on the path between our houses. Just like imagine,
Oops,
like
there we
fucking
go, your sighting. Sorry, dog.
seriously.
The LiDAR's off. Sorry, could you know,
Oh my god,
dude?
Uh,
Just
We
love
would have never
this.
gotten the John Wick movies had this released sooner, because his
Nah,
puppy wouldn't have
you're
got
right.
killed.
Dude, you're right, man. No, he wouldn't have had a puppy in the first place. He would have had a Terminator.
My question is, does it come with a phone charging port? It comes with Wi-Fi and Bluetooth.
Ooh.
Gotta be able
I
to
don't
charge
know.
my
I think I think that's a high trim package.
kind of like with Tesla's. huh?
the 9420, the 9420, it's the baseline package. You know?
The camera's only
US
like 420p.
Yeah.
Did you guys see about the Cybertrucks getting recalled and why?
No,
I
but I'm
didn't-
here
I think
for
I
it.
saw that there was a
It went in the
recall. I
newsletter,
didn't
but-
see. Yeah.
Also, they recalled all 3,878 Cybertrucks. I'm like,
Did I tell you I saw
seen
one?
2 of them.
Yeah, I saw one in the wild.
Yeah,
And I was like, wow.
they're
Why would you ever want that?
they're dumber in person.
It's like
Yeah.
it totally it looks like
It's like the people that bought the Hummers.
unrendered-
You just
well,
why?
it looks like an unrendered fucking vehicle from a video game.
It looks like a
Like-
reject from Death Race.
yeah.
Like they were like, this doesn't look cool enough for Death Race. This actually looks
Yeah.
really dorky.
It looks like a
You don't get to
starter
be in the
pack.
movie.
It looks like a starter pack vehicle for those Fury movies or whatever they are.
Yeah.
Mad Max. You know.
It looks like off-brand Lego.
Yeah.
Like it's so
it's
bad.
Yeah.
Well, I've seen 2 in town in Knoxville.
Really.
One of them regular. One of them wrapped for a company, and I'm like,
Oh, you sent us a picture, didn't you?
I
Wait
might
a
have put it- I
second.
put it
So
in the news.
you're
That's what I-
telling
And you were
me
like, I'm not sure which is worse, the unwrapped or the
you're
wrapped.
telling me that whoever was in charge of marketing for this said company in Knoxville was like, you know, it would be cool. First off, let's get a
Yeah,
Cybertruck.
hey, Brian, do you have a minute? I want to talk to you about a business experience.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, what are you thinking, Allie?
maybe we could like wrap a vehicle, right? Like to
Oh yeah, to get the word out about the
Yeah.
company.
you know, a Cybertruck probably.
Yeah. A what?
Well, so it's a unique
So-
shape. So it really stands
So
out.
can you describe it to me? Because honestly, I'm not that familiar with the Cybertruck. So.
You know the fat Legos that little kids play with, the Duplos?
Oh yeah, Duplos. Yeah.
Worse than that. It's worse than that.
Have you ever
It's like a
seen?
Duplo.
Sharp, the least
Fucking
aerodynamic shit there's ever been.
Have you ever been to a pediatric office and you know they have kids' toys sitting there and there's a block that's just like kind of chewed? It's that.
It's like
You get in a Cybertruck and instead of a steering wheel, there's the toy that's at doctor's offices that's like just like a whole bunch of like sturdy wires with beads on them that you scoot around.
Yeah.
And that's how you have to drive the Cybertruck. You're like, I have my blinker on.
You
My blinker's on. Do you not hear it?
You count your fucking mileage with
my
an
God.
abacus. Just
dude, that is
You go over
awesome.
speed bump and you're like, oh no, reset my odometer.
Oh,
it doesn't even come with Bluetooth. What? What is this?
Dude,
Oh my
the
God.
Cybertruck, the gas pedal has like a metal layer on top of it
Mhm.
that can just slide off and get stuck under like this panel right here. So the accelerator is to the ground and stuck.
Listen. Who's hiring the R&D department and quality assurance for?
Hear me out. What if we buy these flamethrower dogs and we eradicate the Cybertruck issue?
Oh my gosh.
We just
Has it been
Melt them
proven to
I'm
be
in.
fireproof?
it's not anything proof, dog. Like that's
haven't a bunch of them been like rusting and stuff?
like,
But, like
if you wash if you wash
what I
it
saw.
during the daylight, you void your warranty.
What?
so I saw something
Or if you
that
take it through a car wash at all.
well, so there was something about or something that I had read about that you specifically have to put it in car wash mode before you do that. Or something like that.
That
That
clears
it's like
car wash mode. It's just be sure all the windows are rolled up, bitch.
yeah, right. My God, it's called line your tire up with the fucking thing that pulls your car through, right? My God.
Okay. Also, if I saw someone washing their Cybertruck, but only ever at night, I'd be embarrassed about that shit too. Put it back in the garage.
Yeah, right. No, I can't take it out during the day. I can't wash it during the day.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you don't
whatever.
even see it.
Yeah,
My warranty's
whatever,
void
dude.
as soon as it comes in contact with sun. Like,
Oh my
at all.
God.
Okay. Can I speed run 2 things real quick and then we'll wrap?
Yes,
Okay.
that's perfect.
First, did you know there was a guy in ET? That's a dude.
No.
That's a dude that was born with no legs.
what?
Oh my gosh, no. Did not know that.
So click that link and
Okay.
just go ahead and there's there's not many pictures.
Okay.
But it was like a little article like with it's so much. It's so insane. Joey sent me that the other day and I was like, absolutely the fuck not. What are you talking about?
That is wild,
It's
dude.
wild. There's pictures out there. I just
Yeah.
just threw this on there.
I refuse to
But,
believe this.
I didn't either, man, but it's wild. And then did you hear about this kid in Larry, did you listen to Side Stories yet?
Yes, I think.
I'm so mad that they already covered this. The kid in Texas
Oh,
that killed
no.
the guy.
I have not heard this one. No.
Okay. Did you hear about this?
Are you talking about the 7-year-old
Yeah.
thing? Okay, I just read the.
Okay.
I just read the headline.
Okay. This kid in Texas is 10 and he just like was bullying some other kid and was like, yeah, well, I killed a man when I was 7. He did.
Is this
What?
Xbox banter gone
No.
wrong?
No, it was like a kid on the bus. He was on the bus. So the kid's confession came after officials said the boy had been referencing the killing and made new threats. That's when school officials involved law enforcement officers who interviewed the boy at a child advocacy center. During the interview, he described in detail, he's now 10, described in detail that 2 years ago, he shot and killed a man in a trailer in Nixon, Texas.
What?
He didn't even know this guy. Like, he didn't have a beef with him. Like, the guy hadn't, like, deflated his basketball or anything. Like he just.
Oh my god.
So this guy, Brandon O'Quinn Raspberry, his last name is Raspberry, which rules.
Yeah.
He was 32. He was in his RV home in Nixon, and in January 18th of 2022, they didn't know who did it. Like they had like just a cold case. This kid, this tiny child, he said that he didn't know Raspberry. He wasn't angry at him at the time of the shooting. He was visiting his grandfather at the mobile home park. He grabbed a gun from his grandfather's truck. He said he saw Brandon sleeping in his bed, and he approached Brandon and discharged the firearm into Brandon, striking him one time in the head. The child left the RV, and he discharged the firearm another time into the couch inside the RV.
What a fucking...
Law enforcement later retrieved the gun from a pawn shop as evidence and collected shell casings from the mobile home park. The boy has undergone mental health evaluation and treatment, according to the sheriff's office. They didn't name the kid. Fucking, of course, he's 10.
Yeah.
And at the time of the murder, he was 7 years old, a week shy of being 8. So he won't have any murder charges.
Jeez, dude.
See,
that's fucking wild.
What a secret to just like keep as a 7-year-old, right?
And then just to like flex it on some kid that you're like beefing with now and be like, oh yeah, well, I'll kill you just like I killed that stranger when I was 7. Like you what? Like you
That's
what?
so fucking wild. Yeah.
What?
That is so weird.
God. So so sometimes adults are sometimes charged after a young child commits a violent act. They're talking about they don't even mention the school
guy
shooter,
that
the recent one.
Yeah.
But sometimes with just like felony child neglect and stuff, because like they have a gun stored in a shoebox that was accessible to the kid and stuff like that. But holy shit, man.
That's wild. That is fucking absolutely wild.
God.
Well,
yeah.
Okay.
Anyway,
well, we're
gonna an uplifting beat.
We're gonna have to go ahead. I knew I should have used the conjoined twins last. No, I'm just kidding. Anywho, yeah, we're gonna have to go ahead and call the episode. Sorry, guys and gals, because
we got book club to attend to.
Yeah, we got book club to talk about. So this is gonna be a little bit shorter episode, but we will be back next week. Allie.
Yeah. Next week is episode 300, and I am covering the Attica prison riot of 1971.
I'm so pumped.
I'm fucking excited about. Like I sat down at Starbucks a couple weeks ago and read a third of that book in one sitting.
Jeez, dude.
Like,
and that book is a fucking tome.
It's a beast. And I only stopped then because Starbucks was closing. Man, but no, it's
Allie's hair's all messed up and there's just empty cups around her. He's like burning through pages.
Like I'm reading so fast. No, it's so interesting, and I
can't wait.
I don't know how long I'll end up running with it, but if it was 8 episodes, y'all would be enthralled. Yeah. So it won't be 8. It won't be 8, but it'll be a couple at least.
All right. So Larry, you want to take a stab at how many?
How many episodes?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm gonna
take a guess.
I've written my notes.
I'm gonna be safe and say 3.
I'll give you first. Okay, I'll go 4.
Okay.
I feel like anywhere from 2 to 4 is probably a solid guess. Yeah. We'll see.
Okay.
So a handful.
Hey, 4 is a solid guess. The last time that Allie really did a deep dive, I think it was a 7-parter.
It was 7. The 7th was a summary, though.
True. No, and you did a phenomenal job. I'm not discounting. Yeah, by any stretch, man. It was very
man. Like instead of highlighting stuff, I'm just highlighting like the side of like an entire paragraph at a time. I'm like, these notes are gonna be brutal. Like,
well, I look forward to it.
It's cool. It's really cool.
And that is going to be our, I would say, are you guys? Well, we can talk about it off air or whatever. But I don't know if we'll do just like extended episodes while we're covering that, or if we're gonna do. If we're even gonna mess with like Untetheds until the Attica stuff's done, because I feel like that'd be a weird
we may need a palate cleanser You know,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah,
That's a good point.
it's kind of heavy.
the riot was brutal, dude. So
Yeah.
we may,
Yeah.
we may
Well,
need it.
we'll figure it out. Yeah. But we will definitely be doing it live next Wednesday.
Yes.
And so if you want to hear it live, tune in next Wednesday. And that is the, what is April? That would be May 1st.
May
right?
May 1st. Yeah.
So-
Hopefully YouTube will not have beef with us on that day. I'm assuming the quality on your end is due to the recent cancellation of one of our episodes of previous
Probably.
times.
That's gotta be it.
They
YouTube's
lowered
like,
the
look,
bandwidth. You got Discord after you. Now you have YouTube. What's
I'm
next?
still trying to figure out that Discord shit, man. That's so
I
bizarre.
joined one of a band and I had to leave it because it was children. I was like,
No.
Really?
this band is almost my age. Why are your fans in high school?
Well,
this is too
Allie,
much.
you know, they don't have a good track record.
They're doing better now. I think these guys are good. They're fine.
Skip forward to 2 years. Allegations.
Man.
I mean, it just happened to fucking Dance Gavin Dance. Now, you know,
Keeps happening at it.
I saw this TikTok. Sorry for extending this. I saw this TikTok of somebody was like, this girl was like, I have a proposition. let's let Johnny Craig and the other singer battle it out with MacBook Pros or some shit like that. Just bringing up the MacBook thing.
All right, man. Well, we gotta wrap. So yes, if you want to check out any of the show notes for this episode, you can go to tetherradio.substack.com. You can sign up for our newsletter. Allie puts that together every week. She does a phenomenal job on it. Like I said, all of our show notes are in there. We also have our fun little merch shop, tinyurl.com/tether merch. So, and we've got some fresh new gear out there. I believe a t-shirt and a hoodie was the latest thing, right?
Yep.
So
I kind of want to make some sweatpants and have whoever buys them just cut them up into Hooch Daddy shorts, you know, because they don't provide shorts. That'd be cool.
Oh man. Yeah.
That would be cool.
There you go. So yeah, that's tinyurl.com/tether merch. And then once again, if you want to check out our coverage of the Attica prison riot,
Yep.
join us next Wednesday, May 1st live, or the episode will be coming out the following Monday, and I don't know that off the top of my head that date. So
The sixth.
Okay. So yeah. So I guess this has been episode 299 of the Tether Radio podcast. Thank you guys so much for joining us for a little over an hour, and we hope to see you guys back here soon. I'm Daniel.
I'm Allie.
And I'm Scary Larry.
Scary
Boom.
Larry. That made me think of Scary Terry from.
That's what I was thinking of.
I'm coming to get you, bitch.
God.
I love that shit. Anyway, we love you guys, and until next time, we hope you have a good one, and we'll take it easy, friendos. Holy shit, I'm out.
Bye.
Bye.